we've got a bunch to do on Volkswagens. We're gonna get it all done before You guys are probably wondering why we're collecting all these sandrails that you've been seeing pop up in my videos. We've been pretty busy lately. We've been running all over the country, but I hear Merlin's got a birthday on March 14th, and he's going to Glamis. Glamis is a place that I've always wanted to go to ever since I was a little kid. My uncle used to go there all the time. Merlin was there all the time. I just never made it, but we're going. The weekend of the 14th, we're gonna be at Glamis, ripping old sandrails like that one there. We can't think of anything that's funner than acquiring a whole bunch of old, broke down, junk Volkswagens, fixing them, and hanging out with people that we love. For more information on what Merlin has planned, go over to Merlin's channel and check it out. We're just going to have a good time and blow some sandrails up. Morning again. Shop's mostly cleaned out. We're on a road trip, so everybody's got a buggy now except me. So I found one finally in Vegas. We're gonna run down and pick it up. We'll show you. It doesn't have a motor or anything. It's a builder. We're gonna go get it, bring it back here, and start working on that thing. All right, I got Landon and Hunter with me today for the road trip. We'll go pick up a buggy. Plus, it's snowy and cold here. Vegas should be warmer. Let's go there. Here we are. We're just getting off. We'll go find this guy's house and we'll show you what my buggy looks like when we get there. Wow. Think we can make something out of it?
I think so.
Grab the front. Just set it right up on.
Wow.
Hey, let me help you. All right. Hold it. All right, push it. Perfect. All right, we're loaded. Back to Utah. See you later.
All right, guys. Have a safe trip.
We will. All right, we're home. We'll see if we can get this unloaded and put in the shop, and we'll work on it another day. There we are.
Well, that's a nice looking one.
It just is missing some important stuff that makes it go.
It's minus a motor, ain't it?
Yeah, we'll deal with that sooner or later. All right, we're home from our trip. We're sitting here. We've drugged the motor in. This is it. We know absolutely nothing about this motor. So before we just stuff it in a rail, we're gonna put some new parts on it and make it good, because I want this rail to rip for a long time. So we're gonna go through and get everything done on it and put it together. We may end up putting new jugs and heads on this thing. We'll see what it looks like when we get it tore apart. All right, so I'm currently just kicking back in the chair, watching Land. He is tearing this motor apart. We're getting all the blower housings and everything off of it so we can clean it up. Probably not gonna get a lot done on this buggy, but we've got like 5 others that we can pull in here and get going on. We've got one that Merlin put a motor in for us that's a mid-engine car like this one. It just needs hooked up and we can fire it up and take it for a rip. And another one that's a complete rebuild, a crashed buggy, we're gonna take 2 and make 1 out of. Hunters we have to finish that we already worked on. And then we gotta put a motor in a tail dragger one that we have. So we've got a bunch to do on Volkswagens. We're gonna get it all done before March 13th when we head to Glamis, so we'll see. You're getting somewhere now, buddy. Oh yeah, pull those things off of there. I don't know what we're gonna do with that yet. Just set it somewhere. Getting closer to a motor. We've got grease on the push tube still. I don't know that this motor's ever been started. Grease would have come right off those. They get warm enough, it would have melted quick. So I've got high hopes. Maybe things are good in there. All right, so we've got the heads off. I don't know, it looks like these pistons have ran before, but it hasn't ran since it was put back together last time, at least, for sure. The heads have had some port work done to them. we're gonna order some parts and we'll get this thing put back together. We need some head bolts that are the right length. They had shims under these, so we want to get the right head bolts in it. We'll put some new parts in it, clean it up, and get it bolted in this rail and show you how it runs. All right, I forgot the video, but we pushed the other buggy out because the motor's in this state. We don't have enough parts today to put it together. So we brought this buggy in and we're gonna work on it. Bought this one out of Havasu.
There she is.
Coming in
You're
hot.
doing great.
It's all yours.
Oh, wrong brake.
Merlin put a motor in it for us. It's not hooked up. I gotta go through and get everything hooked together. But we should have this one fired up and running today. All right, it's been a pretty lazy day so far. We ran to Canab and got a belt. We're letting the snow melt off of this here car. Basically, there's not much. I got a throttle to hook up, it looks like. Little stuff to build, and we'll make noise with this one. So we'll probably start it. We'll probably put this belt on it and get fuel in it and get it to fire and show you that. All right, we're figuring stuff out here. We put power to it and the lights turned on, so that's somewhat of a bonus. Turn those off, buddy. We'll check the oil. Make sure it's got some of that in it. It's got oil. Well, let's see. Let's see what it does. Is it pumping fuel yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that belt is not gonna do her. We're gonna have to get a smaller belt. She runs. Now we just gotta hook throttle up somehow. We're gonna have to build a bracket for that. It's gonna get interesting. And then take it for a test trip. So we'll get going on that. All right, we pulled that buggy out because we're waiting on a belt. PJ's here. He's our editor. You guys have seen him before in our videos when we went to the Dutchman and stuff. This one right over here is kind of fun. It's a good one. He's got a buggy out there. We got to work on it. So we'll get it unloaded and in the shop. This is PJ's buggy. Been in his family forever. And they just dug it out of the barn because he's going to Glamis with us. So we've got work to do. Okay, so where are you looking out of? Right there. So we're going to fix that problem. And if you'll notice, PJ's a little taller than Land. There is not much clearance right there. So we're going to fix those issues with it. It runs, so we don't have to do a whole lot with the engine part of it. We just have to make brakes work, fix it so he can fit in this thing, and then take it to Glamis. Oh yeah, where the pedals are at there, it's terrible, huh?
It is pretty bad.
Yep.
Like my foot's like already extended, so
Yeah. Basically, how bent do you want your legs? And the clutch is gonna move. Man, that was better. That was pretty close. It moves 10 inches. Oh, there it is. Oh, it only moves
a little bit.
Yeah, it only needs to move a little bit, so we can move it way far.
Okay.
All right, so where are you looking straight forward? If you're just looking at the wall over there, where driving it, where are you looking out of? Right straight in that bar?
Pretty much.
Basically, if it went up 4 inches, it would fix all of that. And then we don't have to cut this bar off.
Oh yeah.
Then that comes up. Your steering wheel is now 4 inches higher. The bottom of it is right there.
So it'll be up here.
Yeah, so you can get in and out of it. We'll do that. Alright, so we're just notching these. I've got the pieces bent. Those are our extension pieces. I'm just notching a little of the tube to slide these in and weld them. These are our inserts to go inside. I will drill some holes for plug welds. He'll be able to go upside down and they'll stay together. Alright, I think we're ready to put it together. It actually fit.
Probably gonna be a little hot.
All right, I'll hold these if you want to hold that back together.
Okay.
Is that where it needs to be, Land? Look straight.
Yeah.
All right, climb in it, give it one more test before we make sure this is where we want it.
All right.
That gonna make life better?
That was a huge difference.
Yeah, you're not gonna hit your head on stuff now. I'm wondering if the steering, where's comfortable for it?
So probably closer to that way would probably be better.
Okay. Cage feels good though.
Oh yeah.
Looking out of it, you're gonna be able to see something.
Oh, plenty. Yeah.
Okay, I'll weld that part together and then we'll cut the steering out and make it right.
Cool.
It's going together. All right, I think this thing's back together. Now we deal with the steering, polish up a few welds with the grinder, and start on brakes. All right, so the steering wheel is a little far away, plus it's binding right here. So we're gonna cut this weld loose, slide this pipe just like an inch probably, weld it back in, and then onto brakes. All right, we'll put it back in here. We'll get this right where it needs to be. We can turn it down like that. Okay, you hold that pose. We'll just tack it. Okay, you like it right there?
Yep. Heck yeah.
That'll work?
Yeah, it's good.
Weld that thing in there and you'll be driving in no time. Oh yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
You could even drive it with the pedals as is.
Good.
Now that that's out of your way, but
That definitely helps.
it'd be way more comfortable if your knees were,
A little more
Yeah.
extended.
yep. We'll cut it loose and move it to where you like it. Put it back together. All right, we're getting closer. We've moved the pedals. I just moved them up one hole. So we'll re-drill those. I got the new master cylinder setting on it. Got to build a piece of line, but I got the fittings, I got the stuff. Need to build that. Let me show you what we found on the brakes. Brakes, we've got problems here. The spreader bar right there is broke on this side. Goes right in like so, but it's broken, which took out the spring and the clip, and we lost the little piece. So I gotta find some parts and then should be able to get the brakes bled up and working. It appears we're leaking 90 weight or tranny oil out of this axle. It's gonna be fine for this trip, just fine. We're about to have this buggy whipped into shape and should be good to go. We're gonna start this thing and see basically what else we got. We're waiting. Darwin's bringing us a part for our brake. And then a little cold-blooded.
What's up?
Yeah, that choke will kill it. About every time, as soon as you put it under a load, it just dies.
Why is the tire so bent? Is that supposed to be like
So
that?
bent because that's how the suspension works.
Oh.
Yep. Sean's buggy's different than this. It has CV axles in his, so his tire's set flat. His is the only buggy that has that, and he'll probably break axles in his. Jinx. Just kidding. We'll bring extras. So, what size of motor was this?
1200.
1200.
It's a little baby. 1962 VW Bug.
That's a small little motor.
Um,
You may have to go around on some of the hills, but
Yeah.
you told me that everything was going to be slow.
Or stay at the bottom.
relatively, yeah, everything is slow that we're taking. It's all old stuff, but this may be the slower of the slow. So
PJ, can I drive yours?
Oh yeah. Take, have at it.
we're gonna, as soon as we get the brakes bled on it, We're gonna take it for a drive.
Sweet.
You probably can't reach the pedals, Michelle.
Probably not.
Climb in it. We just moved every day.
Am I gonna fall off? Look, it's on
No,
like a thread.
you're not gonna fall off. We live on the edge around here.
I'll have to be like, all right, boys, let's go. Like,
You're a little short.
the steering wheel is even up really high. Is that normal? Or is
Well,
it
it is
supposed to
when
be up
you're-
like this?
When you're not pint-sized.
Well,
See, you would have fit perfectly. That's where they were.
yeah, why'd you have to go mess with it?
Because PJ didn't fit. And he's driving it.
There he is.
Piece we needed. Dar saved the day with all the parts we needed. So now we can get the brakes put together, and then we can drive this thing. There's not many people that have Volkswagen stuff left.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Not a big deal. How long ago since you drove one?
Since when mine blew up.
Dar's buggy got stolen about 6 years ago.
6 or 8, something like that.
It was sitting down by his shop. Someone backed up to it, unloaded it off his trailer, and took it. So we're going to post a couple pictures of it on here. It's pretty unique because my uncle actually built the buggy. So it's one of a kind. If you've seen it, you know the buggy. So we'll post some pictures. Any of you know where that buggy is, let us know. All right, we've got brakes. Sort of bled, kind of, not really. We got one brake that works. This side over here is clogged somewhere. I got a wheel cylinder messed up or something. I don't know what's going on. It's about all we're gonna get done on this one today. We're gonna roll it outside. Wait, I gotta take the hub back off, and I don't wanna do it today. We'll pull the other one in and get a throttle cable bracket built on it and make it run. PJ, he's gonna take off, head for home, and we'll keep his buggy here because we're gonna haul it down, so just more buggy stuff. Yeah, gonna have to move them up a couple inches. We're gonna move those pedals back.
I know.
They're too far.
They're not very hard to do though, are they?
No.
So you gotta get one.
Set in that, man. What?
A throttle, or you just gotta
No,
hook it out?
I just gotta hook it up.
Uh-huh.
Probably about right there. And then we'll weld a chunk of flat strap off of this. All right, I just got the throttle bracket all engineered here. That's gonna be where it bolts in. Just put a little piece of tubing in here. Basically just gonna cable clamp it with that down. We're gonna let it cool off. I just welded it and it's warm. Land will spray it. And I think this buggy is done at that point. We just need to drive it a little bit and make sure she's good, and then on to the next one. All right, so Landon just took her for a rip. I can't fit in the dang seat. Too many Twinkies or ho-hos or ding-dongs or something. Those seats are terrible. So this is definitely not my buggy because I don't fit in it. So Landon's got it. We're pretty much done other than some seat belts and little tinkery stuff, but on to the next one. Away he goes. All right, so there's been a lot of buggies going on in the last couple of days, but this one's Landon's. He is ready to go, I think. Little tinkery stuff, we'll be done.
It's just Hunter and myself today, and we're supposed to work on sandrails. We've got a motor from Merlin. Let's shove this in the shop, and then we'll pack the motor around and see if we can bolt it in. So what we have here, cheap local deal, which you get what you pay for. There's some stuff. This bar right here, holy, that seems broken. This bar with the lights, I think we can just take it out. Oh, we're gonna need some tie rod ends, those are moving. The tow hitch, I think we just take it off. So we'll take that off and get cutting these bars out, get it cleaned up, and then we'll get ready for the engine.
I'm over building a motor for Landon's truck. These guys are gonna build a buggy in here, so divide and conquer today. So we'll have to set those seats in it. You may end up cutting these.
To get the angle right.
Yeah, it'll kick them back to get the seats down in it. So pretty sound buggy, really. That's just wired on.
The floor.
Yeah,
Floor is legit
floor's
wired.
wired on.
We're gonna have to raise that up and do some welding. Well, there's that. We're kind of to the transaxle, putting the engine on. So we gotta clean this up, get the rocks out, maybe see about a new bearing here. That one's pretty rough. How does that come out of there? That's sharp. Do you pull those springs?
Spring pin thing.
A screwdriver? I don't know if that was the correct way or not, but it worked. Ooh, listen to that. We'll keep it for a spare. We'll clean it up and take it. Oh, it'll work.
Freeing up.
Just hit the clutch once.
Spray.
It'll be fine.
Spray some stuff on it.
It'll be fine.
What are we doing?
Trying to see if this starter's gonna spin. Solenoid won't even actuate.
Making things run, huh?
Tempting.
Cool. Whose is this one?
It's kind of a spare.
Oh,
Ratings or Michelle's?
well, Michelle, she probably will try to drive it, yeah. I think I see her driving it. Oh. Turn it over.
Is it spinning?
Yeah.
Froze up on us. I don't know. Should we just unbox a new one, put a new one on it?
Probably.
Let's take it off. We'll just change it.
I like it. It's been lots of days since I've done this, so that pivot's on there, right? Yep, that's what you need. That's wrong.
That's wrong.
That's backwards.
That's backwards.
But we're practiced up.
Newbie here. How's your hands feeling? You got
I'll
one
get
more?
it. Hunter. Cameraman hands. Dude, that was way quicker.
That was quick.
Professional stuff right here. Now that's right.
That looks better.
Well, it's lunchtime. We should eat lunch. We're ready to put this motor in. Oh, it's heavy.
You need some help?
Let's carburetor. Is that gonna go?
We gotta get that first.
Yeah, we got it. Come on.
Shake.
Get in there.
Good job, guys.
Did you doubt us?
Never.
Who didn't get nuts for these? Yeah, I'm holding
You
it.
got it.
Put a nut on the top. Here, I got one.
Here's one.
Right here. Does that one fit?
that I can see. I can.
She's a comedian today. Okay.
Call me Larry the Cage.
Get her done.
Nice. Should be running in 5 minutes, huh?
Technically, it could be.
Yeah.
So I came in here and I asked him like, well, who's this one for? Because apparently everyone has a sand rail. We're not messing around.
If you're going to the sand dunes, it's only fun if you're driving.
He said it was mine. I'm so excited.
You look excited. Holy crap! This is my sand buggy. I can't even wait.
Can we paint it?
It's yours. You can do whatever you want with it.
Okay. What color should we paint it? Put it in the comments.
No, not We're
No.
not painting.
What paint should we
Her.
paint this?
Her paint this. Because I'm going to get this part working. Well, Sean's getting this part working. And we'll put some cool seats in it and good tires on it. And then we're going to drive it out of here and it becomes Michelle's at that point.
I really do. I'm going to let you guys choose, though, what color I paint this, though. So put it in the comments.
Pink.
And I will spray paint the crap out of this.
It's going pink.
Without a
Turn that tire over there, Hunter. No, just put pressure on it.
I still think it's funny that the wheels are like...
You work.
They are.
Oh, hey. Hey. I was like standing right in front of that.
Let's see if it at least pops.
Coming cold start. Running.
Mostly running, right?
Go, start to hit.
Not getting fuel out of that?
No.
No.
Float gotta be stuck.
Something ain't happy in that there carburetioner. Blew that off. Okay, there we got some fuel through it.
All right, you better get in there and show them.
Really?
Yep.
It's really not as bad.
Ooh, it looked horrible, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not terrible. If that seat went down 2 inches, that bar needs to just come right out of there. Jeez, gorilla strength right there. That's way better.
Well, we'll cut some floors out.
Yeah. Yep.
See
Do a
where
little
they
chopping and see what happens.
Which mark do we cut on?
I was gonna show
There's
you
3 of them right there.
that middle one.
The middle one?
The middle one.
So we got both seats in. When we lay them back, they're gonna hit right there. We gotta get them as low as we can. So we're gonna cut along the backs. Pick one of those 3 lines. Really,
It's the middle one. It doesn't matter.
we're gonna cut those. We're gonna get some seats in here.
So while Sean's over there grinding, I am gonna be cutting out new seat straps. So they gotta be 22 inches long. And we need 4 of them. 4 of them. So that's what I'll do. Alright, so I got the 4, what do they call them? Seat strap bracket things cut out. I marked them at 15 inches. And I'm gonna try to bend them and make them fit in the seat. Let's go see if that works.
Hold that side up just barely, and it'll.
Well, you can go back too, backwards.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
Dude, I like it.
Perfect.
That's perfect, honestly.
Let's set her down and sit in it and see.
It's close enough, right?
I like
The seat angle feels good.
Yeah. It does look like the shifter is close, but
But it's hitting, so that's
Hitting.
far away.
it's just sandrail stuff. Hey, come get in here.
I'm getting in this because why?
Because it's your rig and we are making it so it fits for you.
All right.
See if you can see.
And
under.
why is it on this side and not the
Well,
other side?
it's just because that's the
They
side we
just said
started
this was
with.
gonna fall off, so they lowered it for me. So that was nice of them.
Got plenty of room.
Look at that. The passenger even has an old crap bar. Is that what this is called?
That is.
Perfect.
Good.
Good
Good
job,
deal.
boys.
Good deal.
What's the easiest way to get out? This way or this way?
Yeah.
Yeah. the side usually. I think we're gonna mark them, drill them, we'll bolt them in, tack weld it, and then we'll unbolt them, weld it in solid, and we got seats.
You guys are awesome, but we don't need any more tape measures, just in case you're wondering. So David sent us 2 of these tape measures. Ron sent us some yellow ones. We haven't seen yellow ones yet. Thank you, Ron. Jane sent us a couple. Thank you. Austin. Thank you, Austin. Whoever it was, thank you very much. Sean. He spells his name the right way, Sean. So, Mark. Hope this helps. It will. We got a lot of tape measures. I did not expect this. I was merely asking where I could find one of these, and I don't have to look anymore. Keith sends us this one. All right, this one is from Matt. Jason sends us a couple of tape measures. Wayne sends us this one. This one comes from Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. David, he sends us not one, but two tape measures, so thank you, David. Jeremy, thank you very much. JD, he says he hopes they give us many years of service. Thank you, JD. I will probably lose them before I wear them out, just so you know. But I don't know though, I wore the last one out.
You did.
That was a good tape measure. This guy's been watching since my Easy Does It racing days. Howard and Ryan, thank you guys. I think we should count them.
I think you should.
All right, 1, 2, 52. Oh wait, there's some more on the chair down here that we forgot. JW, 54. And then we got this. Check that out. Nicholas has got some serious skills, so it needs to get sewn on the seat of the rat back in there. Cool, thank you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you guys very much. All right, we're already up and at it. Sean's welding away, as you can tell by the smoky haze in the shop. He's getting all the holes patched. He's got the seat brackets welded in. I'm not working on Landon's truck today. I'm back on the buggy, so we're after a fuel tank. We're gonna go harvest a fuel tank right now. All right, so you saw us drive to California, Hunter and I, and we picked this buggy up from Samuel.
Oh my goodness.
We brought you a hat and a shirt. This buggy runs really good, but we've discovered that structurally it's not sound anymore. It's set outside for a long time. It's got rust inside the pipes, and the frame was actually cracked in half right here, all the way down through it. So it's rusted in half. Basically, the pipes are rusted from the inside out, and it's cracked in half on this side of the frame. So we can fix it. It's just a ton of work. It's way easier to pull the motor and trans out, put it in another buggy that already is sound. But it has good parts in it. So Samuel's motor, his motor transmission, it's really good. We have a solid frame over there. We'll take his motor and transmission, his front end, and we'll put them in another buggy, and Jace will drive that one. That'll be his buggy. We need the fuel tank out of it for Michelle's buggy, so we're gonna go ahead and snag that and start the process. I got it. All right, so we're on to brakes. Sean's cleaning the frame up. We're gonna get brakes going on this thing, get some controls in it. We're driving this today, so, well, we have to. We're running out of days, so we gotta have this one done and bring another one in. So basically, we're using old Demolition Derby parts for these. These are master cylinders that, actually, this came off my old forklift. That's where this one came from. So it's gonna go on here. I just gotta do a little cutting and welding back together, and we'll drill a couple holes, hook brakes up, and gamble that those wheel cylinders are good. Trying out my whiteout pens today. All right, I calculate if I cut that off right there, that'll be good enough. No fingers were lost in the making of that part. Now I weld those two together right there. We can put some fluid in it, see if we can get fluid to come out. We're gonna have to line all these up and let our fans pick which one of these buggies is gonna be the fastest. So we're planning some competitions down here. We're not just aimlessly going. We're gonna have some drag racing. We're gonna have a hill climbing competition. Jumping competition, you think, Hunter?
Highest or longest
I
or
think longest. See whose buggy's the best.
Let's do it right before we go home. I don't know if I dare take it off yet.
What?
It's gonna let it start dripping.
It ain't gonna drip. I don't even know if we got oil to it yet.
Looks good on this side.
All right, we'll just leave those out for a second. See if it'll drain. We can build some mounts for this fuel tank. Get it put in there. I think just a piece of flat strap right across that and mount it. That'll be up high enough, it'll kind of gravity feed. Should be good enough. All right. Now she's looking like a buggy. I like her. 9/16. We'll get those in. All right, we can't get any brake fluid to come through the lines. This line has been open forever, so we're gonna give it some compressed air and see what that does. Locked tight.
Wow.
Wonder why we couldn't get brakes to work. We're gonna have to build the whole stinking system. I guess we start eliminating. I'll take it off back there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that one's clear. So we've just got plugs to the lines on the sides now.
That's there, if you approve of it.
It looks good. I like it. We'll weld that thing in, see what we can do without blowing up, and then run some fuel lines.
We take it off first.
I'll hold it down if you want to just tack them. Blows my hands off. I'll say that sucked. We lived.
The gas tank is permanent, so we've got to take the belt off. The carburetor's junk. So we're gonna tighten this, take the carb off, take the shroud off, start fixing some stuff.
All right, we're just putting a good old-fashioned cable clamp on this, and then we'll go up and hook the other end up. We should have a clutch. We won't have brakes till tomorrow when the rubber lines show up. They were rotted off, basically, and like everything else, I don't think this buggy's ran for a long time. There's no stickers that you can read to know when the last time she was licensed. But the kid I bought it from said he bought it as a project with no motor on it, and he never did anything with it. And he owned it for a while. I'm just doing some carb cleaning here. She was dirty inside. We're getting her cleaned. So girl will purr like a kitty. I want this carb. Does it matter?
Accelerator pump was by the, just like that.
On that side, right? Let's ruin this motor.
What's your plan?
So this had an oil cooler right here that came up into the inside, and we want to put the oil cooler that was on it, so, and the oil filter. So our game plan is we're gonna drill those holes out, tap them to this size, put fittings in it, run them out of the doghouse and over there. That's all I got. If that works, it's good. All right, so we're gonna show you guys a little trick. We're gonna drill the crankcase on this and tap it right here. And we're gonna put that air blower in there, which will blow air out of it while we're drilling. It should work. I think it's gonna. We're gonna try it. That's pretty good. All right, let's get this one. Now if they just tap really good, money. We bolt a carburetor on it and see if we can make it run and that doesn't leak. We can get fuel plumbed to it and at least make it run and see just exactly what we've got ourselves into here on this thing. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's silicone. You in?
No.
Yeah, man. That should do it. Let's see. The coil. We're gonna need a coil, or she ain't gonna run. We got her. She's leaking a little bit still, but it's gonna be just fine. Not a 1600, but it runs. We'll put it together. More importantly, no oil leaks. We tested the theory. There is no oil leaking there, so we can cut this housing and thread this out accordingly and put this thing back together. So we're getting close.
That's normal, right? What is that? It's like a rat climbed up in and died.
Where's the... Here, let me see that. I'll see what's...
The hose is full. It's like cotton.
I don't know. She's good now. Yeah, she's good. Perfect. Mount her back on, Lan. Tonight, we gotta find some rubber grommets. Okay, when I get it up there, let's see. Go to the far one if you can. Okay. Plug those on over there. Just push them on a little one, and it maybe will leak less on us.
Then go ahead and adjust the timing.
Vibrator. Let's see what the restart's like. Pretty happy, really. One's done. Pull that wire off over there, bud. Next time you see this thing, we're gonna be putting brake lines on it. Basically, we've got it all put together. It's good to go. I think Michelle drives it next time we see it. Yeah, she needs to take it for the first ride, so till then. New day, same project. This is day number 3 on Michelle's buggy. But we're on the downward slope. So come over here, I'll show you what we got going. This is my buggy. It's good other than it doesn't have the important stuff like a motor and all of those things. I have disc brakes to put on the back of it, so we're gonna take these brakes, put on Michelle's buggy so that it moves and drives and does all those things. And then we'll put the disc brakes on this one. So you're gonna get a sneak peek of starting to build my buggy, but just a little piece of it. All right, if I did this properly, should be able to flip that switch. Crank or pump that throttle. All right, wired. Sweet. We're getting closer. Now we need lights. So Harbor Freight hooked us up. We have got some lights. I dig that. So it's got LEDs on the side to shine out. It's got the spots, and then you can flip these, I think, and they go to amber. That's kind of cool. We're doing a little preventive maintenance. The tire rods were terrible on this thing. So we're building some new rods for it. We got new ends for it. Michelle's gonna be right uptown with this thing. 43 7/8. Quarter toed in. Money. Tighten those things up and we got it. We only got parts today to do that side, so when the other side shows up, we'll fix this one too, and then it'll be fixed. But for today, that's what we got. The day has come.
You ready?
You ever driven one of these things?
No, I have not.
Well, you're about to. There's no seat belts yet. Don't fret. We're gonna put them in. I ordered them, they're just not here yet. I think she's ready to go. Climb on in there and test fit yourself.
All right.
Do you fit? Everything seems good?
Yeah, I think so.
You got brakes. Hunter would call that the other brake pedal.
What is this?
That's the throttle.
Yeah.
You just
Oh.
don't pump it too much, you'll flood it.
Okay.
Yep, that's the throttle. Most people call it the clutch. Hunter calls it the other brake pedal.
All right.
That's what it is.
All right, I'm getting in. Let's do this thing.
Get in. Let's do this. So what is this? What are these two things?
They're
for?
nothing yet. They're gonna be lights. We got a whole bunch of Harbor Freight lights, and we're gonna put them on this.
Did we check gas or did we just say check it and never did?
Dang right, I got a handle when you
Check
get all.
the gas. I don't want to walk home.
Got a little bit.
We're good then. Flip the toggle switch up, push the button. Give it a little gas. Give us some gas. She's alive.
I don't have to clutch it?
When you put it in gear, you do.
Oh, why don't you have to clutch it?
It doesn't have. This is old school. That's
Right.
first. Nope, that's third.
Son of a...
That's third. Let her out.
We're dying. We're dying.
Pump it a little.
Right.
Push the clutch in. First gear's fine. You got the thing.
Go.
I don't know, wherever you want to go. Clear my way. Well, we're cruising now. You got her.
I can see them going in like sand.
Oh, it'll be fun. Motor seems to make some rattling noises, but I'm sure it's fine. There you go.
Never let them go.
Yeah, I know, but you need to. Go, go. What are you doing?
I don't know how to do it. You died.
I'll do it.
Hey.
Well, you're fine.
I tried to do. I was thinking about
She was gonna do a donut
I
right.
was
That was her
thinking about
attempt
it.
at a donut.
That was great. That was good.
it
was,
it didn't really work out.
It was not a donut. So, it was a good try though.
But my donut got me all muddy.
Are you hooked?
Oh, that was so fun. It'll be a good time.
It's gonna be fun. She's a gutless wonder, but reliable, I think. I think she's good. Michelle's buggy is finished.
Ready.
Now all we gotta do is finish all the others and then off to Glamis for some dirt wheeling.
I'm pretty excited.
You got dirt on your face.
It's
looks
still
good.
there?
No, you're fine. I think it's
okay.
good.
Just to get out and spend time
That's
with
what I'm-
friends and like just have a good time. That's
I'm
why
just
we're
ready
so
to get out of
excited.
town.
Yes.
And tear some stuff up. So you guys should leave in the comments how many out of the 7 buggies we're taking, how many do you think are gonna run when we get back? So leave that in the comments. Thanks for watching.